Okay, we're back, Gemini. Sorry,
Gemini.
Put off. So, this is your part 2. Everybody's getting a part 2 this month.
A lot of people.
Taurus, okay?
Okay. So, we were talking about this
Moon and Taurus.
Yeah, Moon and Taurus, 6 of Pentacles. And that is paired there with another 8. Right. Which is the Strength card, which is the Power card.
You want to share your heart, but can you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you giving yourself
I'm seeing even a union. There is maybe even a union that you have with someone, and you're just wanting to be either closer to that person, and there's it seems like there's work. There's work that has to be done. It's a very mature kind of thing, almost like you know what you want. Because it's Mars and Leo is putting drive into things that are in the heart. Right. And then the shadow is there, the moon, which is the long night. It's something that you quietly deal with on your own that not a lot of people know about.
Right.
And it could be something close to home even. And then there's the work that you want to put into it. You want to sell off, you want to put the passion, you want to communicate, And then the 9 of Pentacles there is really the work is self. Right. It's self-work. You
have to look within yourself in order to, cultivate a new sense of self. Obviously. No one else is going to be able to do that for you. No other thing is going to be able to do that for you. No other thing that you can purchase or buy or eat or wear.
You're trying to fill this void with people with stuff. And you're never really going to get to that next level. It is karmic in a sense because you do have, Saturn and Taurus at the bottom down here.
And this just attests to all of the pentacles.
All of the waiting.
You have. Oh, look at all those pentacles. Look at all those pentacles. You're trying to see what they're going to do for you. And they're really, if they haven't done anything for you yet, they're not going to do anything for you.
Right. And some of you need to be really honest about the illusions that you have created and what is real.
Neptune.
Neptune is the goal. So it's getting to this place where you won't feel so hung up once you start to see what's clear.
Right.
What is actually there and working for you, and not spending so much time with things that aren't really serving you in that sense. No problem. We got cards flying right now. We're outside. It's been if you listen to part 1, it's a very
you really
active reading for you.
Very active. It's so active.
It's active.
You need to really share your heart with people, and not just for the time being. It's
not just for informational sake to get something out of it that you are thinking about. And now I know this now because I said that. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to move on to my next thing. You're not really connecting when you do that.
You need to bring more value to the things in your life.
Yeah. And then you end up feeling in the end, there's no one that's really there that understands you, because your deepest desire, really, if you think about it, is to be understood, which is why you're so hungry to connect.
And it's I say you need to bring more value, but it's you can't bring more value. You need to just learn to see, acknowledge, appreciate what are you actually thankful for, and think about that.
Right.
And
who are you thankful for? Because you are a Gemini, so people for you are very important, and who's in your life and who isn't, and your ability to communicate with people and to have people in your life is also very important. So maybe you need to be honest with yourself about your actions so that you can maintain that, whatever that is for you.
Stop pushing people away that you actually love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That means something to you. Stop doing that. Right? Because then you're just going to end up being alone with your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Like you're used to, but then getting bored with yourself. Certain people come around and are placed in your life for a reason. And once you begin to understand what that is, you can appreciate the time that you have with them.
Some of you are being really stubborn, especially in a physical plane, on a physical realm of something.
Right.
You're just really being with the Moon and Taurus there. Also, it could also be your emotions are feeling really I want it to be this way physically, or this type of pattern, and I have the strength to hold on to what that is. But then you also need to allow yourself to have a sacrifice mentally of whatever the illusion is that you might be creating for yourself, and see what is actually there. Right? So you might actually get to a place where you can have some form of your dream that is realistic if you allow people to share in that dream.
Right, exactly. You need to be able to speak from the heart, right, and mean it, I'm not saying you need to have a deep conversation with people every time you have a conversation with them, but it's like it's time to start being human and not being a robot.
Yeah, because some of you are, you're wondering if maybe you were being too hurtful with certain communications, or if you did something because you're missing. I'm feeling like a love going out a little bit in certain ways, just the energy of the love somehow from people who were there. Maybe some people moved away, or maybe you had a breakup, or maybe you're just wondering why you're feeling like a little bit not as connected as you would like to be with people who are very important to you. And so you have to think about that.
You let them leave very easily. It's like you allow it to happen because it's like, oh, well, I have other things to focus on too. But it's like you're missing out on things because you're not able to stop and smell the roses and see what's actually in front of you that's you're benefiting from, that your life can be, your life can be nurtured by.
Yeah, stop trying to form the perspective of how people see you and let people see you.
Right. You can't
let people see you in general. You know what I mean? Everything is not a combative competition of the minds either. And everything is not a probing experiment as well. You have to think about the effects of your actions. Consequences to your actions.
Right, exactly. It's like you don't mind going back and forth because, you're still being stimulated. But sometimes it's not even really worth it, right? That's what we're trying to tell you.
Yeah, search for the deeper meaning to certain things, and the balance in that. Because for some of you, there's something greater happening here. And it's gonna, it might cause you to make some changes. And those changes are meant to be, because there's more growth to be had within yourself. Some of you are really gonna have some more growth. There's gonna be a spirited awakening, and there's a lot of 8s here. There's a lot of 8s. And that's like screaming out to me about like either a union or a new beginning of self, a newness. There might be even a newness in your environment or a change within some circumstances that bring a new light to you, right?
You need to listen to what your subconscious is telling you. Because you know that it really is what's real. Right, it's like you're kind of like choosing to deny some things that have been proven to you.
Right. And communicate the facts. Yeah, that's what Mercury and Taurus is kind of like, and also maybe it's just too much focus on the material. There's a lot of kind of Taurus energy too. So maybe you need to, that's the call to go into spiritual. Maybe you've been neglecting those things, and now, you are caught up in something that maybe isn't realistic. You need to kind of get a little bit more grounded about
that's why I get all these
what it is that you want, and what it is that you can have. Okay, and then if you want to share more with people, then share more with people and really, really think about the unions that matter to you in that way. This is a call. We're about to go into your birthday season. It'll be your birthday next month. Yeah?
Right.
All right, Gemini.
Yeah, I think this is your reading for May 2018.
Yeah, there was a lot going on with you. It'll be interesting to see what happens in your birthday time.
Yeah.
Go ahead and speak from the heart. Go ahead and really face those shadow sides of yourself, because there's an evolution on the other side waiting to happen for you. Right. You get into that birthday time, and that's already telling you that's a heightened time for you.
You got the
sun is shining there. Right. Yeah, it starts to bring a certain awareness to you and your relationships and karmic lessons that need to be learned. Okay?
All right, Gemini.
You want to express yourself.
We love you.
All right, we love you.
Bye.
Bye, Gemini. See you next month.
Oh, the win.